Welcome to our newsroom. This is where our news staff finds and produces all of the stories you see every day on all of our newscasts. Our producers sit here. This is what we call the producer pod. They write everything from the good morning, I'm Rosemary Plyben, to the thanks for watching, have a great day. Pete's working on a newscast that will air later today. But they're just one part of the process. Of course, our reporters are always busy trying to find the news of the day. This is where they sit. You may notice no one's sitting here right now. That's because either they're already out working on a story or they're formulating their ideas and getting ready. For instance, this is our morning meeting where the reporters and producers and managers sit down together, talk about the news of the day. They ask the question, what's happening? What are people talking about? And here's where they decide what of those stories they're going to cover. But speaking of cover, I think there's some breaking news.
Rosemary, this is where it gets exciting. I'm at the assignment desk. This is kind of the central nervous system of the newsroom. You're looking at Davita Blunt. She's our assignment editor. She assigns the reporters and the photographers to where they're going. Right now, we're actually, as you mentioned, in a spot news or breaking news situation. That means something has just happened in Greensboro. Davita is where all that information comes into. She gets the phone calls. She figures out what is happening, and then she tells folks where to go. So right now she's getting that information of whatever might have happened, and she's going to tell Tony Harrison, our reporter, and Sonnet Treptow, our photographer, where exactly they need to go so they can get that information and give it to the people that are watching the news. And while we're here, I'll tell you what else we do here at the assignment desk. This is our big board where we basically tell folks where they're going to be during the day, what they're going to be covering, and where they're going to go to get the information. So you say, hey, that person's doing this particular story and they're in this particular vehicle. That helps Davita know where people are at all times, because in these breaking news situations, she'll need to call them and tell them where to go to break off of what they've been doing. So now I think we're going to be in a situation where Sonnet and Tony are going to be headed out the door, and now they're off to cover the news that just broke. And now we head to Rosemary, who's going to show us how we put all this stuff together for the news this evening.
This is what we call an edit bay. And in this room, we can watch video, and then we have to condense it down to run on our newscast. Now, it used to be we would edit from tapes, tape to tape as we called it. Well, now this is non-linear editing. Okay, I think we need a little expert explanation. Let's go to Engineer Lee with some tech talk.
All right, Rosemary. Let's talk about the difference between linear and non-linear editing. When we edit linear, we do one right after the other. We'll start at the beginning, the middle, and the end. It has to start and continue one right after the other. If we edit non-linear, we can start, we can finish anywhere in there. We could start in the middle, we could start at the end, any place we wanted, and we can go back and re-edit any segment we want. That's the difference between linear, beginning to end, non-linear, in any direction editing. How about that, Rosemary?
Phew, thanks for that, Lee. This is our Recieve room. This is kind of our window to the world. We can see and record video here from all over the world, from as far away as China to as close as our backyard. In fact, we do that with the help of our live trucks.